Hey guys, I just finished episode 2 of Log Horizon. It is past midnight right now and I am just going crazy. I am just high on anime right now and my brain is not even working properly. So far we've seen from this anime, it introduced in this episode all the classes, well, some of the classes and the subclasses for each of those classes in true MMO fashion. We got introduced to the tracker, which makes you quiet, and we got introduced to the scribe, which lets you write stuff down. And so it goes into a lot of these class-specific abilities in this episode, and I like it. Now it's definitely giving that setting, that feeling that this is an MMO. This is different from the other series like Dog Hack Sign. It didn't really go into the moves, although it did have some of the moves. It didn't really say them out as an attack. And also as SAO, pretty much says it directly, you are stuck. And if you're a tank, you're a tank. If you're not a tank, you're a healer. And you have specific roles that only you can fill and no one else can fill. And so it's gotten pretty good at just getting that sense down. And like I said last time, on my last video, I was really interested, is that now they were talking about boredom. What do you do? What is the purpose of you in this game? And this is, I was like, ooh, now this is getting good, because this is what I was talking about last time, and I'm like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want to hear about. What are you gonna do? And so basically, what we got is a quest. We got a quest from Marie to go find one of her guildmates who is lost in another town and needs help surviving from enemies, PKers, player killers trying to kill her. And so this sets up a interesting quest. It kind of feels a little bit contrived in a way, but at the same time it's not bad. It's very classic fantasy setting. You don't know what else to do. You're at the top of your game, and now here, direction, goal, go, and that's what you go. I'm still curious to see though, because as we're going on, I'm assuming since they're all high levels, there'll also be, because it's always an issue in a lot of these series, glitches, and things that are wrong with the program that people can exploit, and that people do exploit for their own good. We saw that in SAO when they were exploiting the logging out or the menu screen about dueling and killing people that way. We see it in Dot Sign, in the separate worlds that are getting corrupted by viruses, and the world beneath the world, that psychological aspect. And then I have to mention that the setting for this world is very interesting. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world, or kind of like a Tokyo, but a ruined Tokyo and a ruined Japan. I'm like, ooh, this is a nice setting to have, because just the background itself. I mean, how many fantasy apocalyptic animes have you seen? Really any. I mean, I've not really seen any of those yet, and I've watched a lot. I mean, a couple years of anime, all since high school. I've watched quite a few fantasy series, and they've all stuck to the high fantasy, not post-apocalyptic setting fantasy. And so this is very interesting. I really like how the direction this is going so far. I'm curious to see though, because now we have a quest. How is that going to lead into? I'm assuming from previous episode, it's going to lead into these goblins. These, if we remember correctly, there's those, hellish-looking place goblins from the expansion that just came out. That was added to this game. So I'm interested, like, how are they going to approach this, monster areas later on? But so far, I like it. Strategy-wise, amazing. I love the combat system for this game. It really reminds you of MMOs, because MMOs all have this Conquer Online, Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft. They all have the mount system near the end of the series. They also talked about getting horses, and they got the flying mount, and I was like, oh, this is the Griffins. I don't know if that was like a hail to like World of Warcraft or what, but Griffins, everywhere in World of Warcraft. You freaking fly on those things. What I don't think is good though, I will say, because there's always good things, good thing combat system, good thing fighting, good thing setting. Bad thing, characterization, especially the guild's Marie and her secretary, whoever that is, and the other person, the other guy who's with them. Not really explained too much. They kind of seem like they don't really have much of a backbone. They kind of seem more of an NPC than normal human players, which, you know, I mean, it's nice that we only get to see Shiro and his friends go off on adventures, but at the same time, it doesn't really explain why they can't go themselves. I mean, they say that, you know, we can't go because we were trying to get ready. We need to get people ready to head over there and take in. We need people to stay here to keep our guild house safe, I guess, from people trying to break in or steal it or something. But, I mean, what is, like, I'm wondering, like, is there like a humongous level difference between these guys, the guild master and Shiro, that they can't even compete? They're all level 90. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, what's going on here? Why can't they go save, like, are the monsters that, you know, ridiculous that they can't save the person? You know, come on, 6 people. Shiro with only 3 people went and, you know, ambushed and killed 6 people. So I mean, what is going on here? I don't even know. The music itself right now is, I wouldn't call it mediocre, the opening and the ending, but I would say it's not very memorable. And it just could be the singer, could be the vocals, could just be my own personal taste, but the music does not seem very memorable. Or it could be just, it's so late that I can't even focus right now, and it's, you know, what's up. So, I mean, Log Horizon, episode 2. Good. Keep it up. Keep it up. I have a feeling it's gonna disappoint me one of these days. Probably, maybe today, as soon as I watch episode 3. It also has a surprising amount of fan service. Maybe not like fan service, but it's definitely feeding into, at some awkward moments, the moe lolly of Akatsuki, and also of the big boobed Maria. But I have to say, the most memorable part of this series so far has got to be the Griffins. The Griffins just being like, special, you know, only the T debauchery, the special legendary kill gets these special mounts. That's what you want. You want that bling. Yes. Feeling good about it. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. This is Glitchy, signing out. Signing out.